Hi, everybody. I slipped right into that one. Hi, welcome to a Tuesday evening here on Kobold Press's Twitch channel. Welcome to the Warrens. We're feeling koboldy. Hopefully you're feeling koboldy. We're kobolds. That's what I've got today. Put that on a t-shirt, Kobold Press.
We're kobolds. It works.
We're so glad that you're here.
It's simple.
I'm going to save announcements for the end so we can dive right in to the Scarlet Citadel. Take us away, V.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm V Muse. I will be your DM for this evening, and we're going to be delving into the newly released Scarlet Citadel from Kobold Press, available now. So make sure you get your lovely little selves over to the website and get your order in today. This is presented as a really cool, sort of get your classic dungeon crawl / horror / role play, all these lovely elements that we love in the game, all smushed together. Mm-hmm. And tonight we're going to be getting into things. If you missed episode 1, then after you watch this live, you're going to go watch the VOD and then come back in and join us next week.
We had this great guest on, V Muse. She came on and talked all about the Scarlet Citadel and like DM planning for it. You can catch that video alongside the video with the actual creator of this campaign, Steve Winter, as well. So, you know, some cool stuff.
Things you gotta check it out. There's basically this stuff to watch once you're done here with us tonight. But we're gonna keep this short, sweet, simple. Welcome. What I'm gonna do is just quickly go around, tell us your name and who you are playing, and we're gonna pick back up right where we left off last episode. So I'm going to work my way counterclockwise. So that means you are up, Lynn.
Hey, I'm Lynn, Flying Sirs, she, her, and I am playing Prin, the Tabaxi wizard, entropy wizard, with a she, they.
Excellent. Shifting over to you, Diana.
Hi, I'm Diana, and I am playing Ink, who is a mushroom folk rogue.
Excellent. Cicero.
Hi guys, I am Cicero, he, him, and I am playing Nipsey, a Golden Forge who's he, they fighter.
Lovely. Drake.
I'm Draconics, or Drac for short. I'm going to be playing Kura, or Kurako. He uses he, they pronouns, and he's a piney Way of the Mercy monk. And he's got little flowers in his hair, hence the little thoughts I'm wearing right now. But yeah, I'm stoked and very excited.
Oh, good. And last, certainly not least, to my, is that the right way?
Oh, yes.
This way.
Whichever you side it's supposed to be. The first time.
Dot, honey, you're muted.
Oh. Sorry, I'm muted for all of you, but not for chat. I didn't want to be clacking in your ears. I'm Dot. Y'all know who I am, what I'm all about. I'm really excited to be back. And let us not forget, if you want to help this crazy crew out, because if you did catch episode 1, you know we're going to need it. You can fill that bar down there at the bottom. When you tip the channel, you help pay this incredible cast here on Kobold Press. And, you know, you get us, you know, you keep us here. And we want to stay. So help us stay. And you can do that by filling that bar. And I'll drop a link in chat if you want to know more. That is what I have to say.
Wait,
no.
You muted?
Dot, honey, once again.
Oh, it's because I hit spacebar. I'm sorry.
I'm
not muted for chat. I only hit for you. So, but I'll be playing our kind of crazy Derro Yuki, who rides a cave goat, Narla, and together they are all things chaos in the void. They, them for Yuki, she, her for me.
Excellent. And, you know, if you happen to be over on the tweeters, by all means, feel free to tweet that we are live now because we want to make sure people are joining in on the fun. So first session, you found yourselves wandering through the woods, heading towards a town called Red Tower, in which you encountered a young boy named Gabe, and Gabe was eager to show you a fun little discovery of his. However, upon following him through a portion of the woods and getting to a clearing, his fun little discovery was actually 2 dead bodies in a clearing with vultures standing atop them. And once you sort of got into the thick of things, you realized the vultures weren't alone, and out came these swarms of black beetles, who you also sort of fought, but to your credit, did not kill. You just basically incapacitated everyone. Well, some of the beetles got a little squished because we had lovely Nipsey sweeping up and cleaning afterwards and making sure everything was nice and neat in nature, because, you know, That's the way of things for Nipsey, we're discovering. And then you decided, after chatting a little bit more with Gabe and finding out maybe some of his story, you wanted to go into town to speak to his parents and decided that you wanted to go to the tavern. So he took you to the tavern, where you found out that the cage Inn and Tavern is not where his parents are. No, his parents are at the orchard. And he basically skedoodled off as you went inside to get yourself some lodging, some victuals, and you got to meet Addie. And you also got to meet a rather interesting character, Mama Rihanna, who popped herself in rather quickly and popped back out after delivering a little trinket to Prin. And as soon as she had disappeared out the door, Addie came up to all of you, threw her towel over her shoulder, and basically said, yeah, so, you said you want to find out more. So, what can I do you for? You here for the scenery? You here for the fun?
Not really.
I'm here because things are a mess.
Right.
Yep.
They must be cleaned.
Can I keep you in mind if I need, someone to help out with the beds upstairs and everything like that? Because, when you're running in and tavern, things can get messy.
Well, now he don't work for free.
No, I didn't say I wasn't going to expect him to do the work for free. Now, did I? Fair pay for everyone alike. When it comes time to make a dime, I totally know what that's about. So, yeah.
Yuki like nudges Nipsey, be like, get your money.
My prices are high, but my work is good.
My expectations are too, so it sounds like a good match.
Well, we were here actually for, right? We were here for our next adventure. The last time we went on, we kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, so you're the adventuring kind. Right.
Well, now,
Yes.
see, we heard there was some power in and around this here Scarlet Temple.
Well, there's a temple and there's a red tower. And this is
That
the town
one.
of Red Tower. Oh, no, honey. Now you're confusing it probably with the Citadel. That's a Scarlet Citadel. Red Tower and Scarlet Citadel. Yeah, there's something called synonyms, but they're not the same thing here, just so you know.
I don't know clearly.
Oh, so then you're brand spanking new here, huh?
Yeah, yes, I
Yes.
am.
Same for the rest of all you?
What? Yeah, you tell
Yes.
us.
I have a question. Is it normal to find dead bodies of an unimaginable amount of black beetles in them?
That was going to be my question. Yeah. Is that a thing?
Well, now, yeah, sometimes, well, the Citadel, it brings, the adventuring kind here, and they want to, get their guts and their glories and their stories going. But, some make it through, some maybe not so much. And she kind of takes the towel off and starts buffing this non-existent spot on your table, trying not to make too much eye contact. But, it's sort of the name. But you said there were bodies and black beetles now, huh?
Yeah,
Yes,
so...
actually.
Sorry, Kura.
Oh, no, it's okay, Ink. But I think it's going to, give me a moment. It's going to, crouch down next to Ink and just go, should we tell them that we technically brought one of the bodies?
That's kind of what I want to do, but it feels like we shouldn't. But I
Okay.
really do want to say a lot of things right now, but maybe we should just not.
Okay, I'll just keep it vague. And then he kind of stands back up again, and you can notice that every time he moves, you kind of hear a creak, and he wasn't very subtle either. I just made that clear.
I'm going to give you a stealth check for both of you
Oh, okay.
while you're doing that. Because she's standing right there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's why I did it, honestly. Kira wouldn't
maybe
notice.
distractions in order for trying to keep it secret.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh wait, do you say stealth or sleight of hand? Or
No, this is stealth. Unless
Oh,
you're
you
doing
rolled well.
American Sign Language or that type of sign language of some sort. There's no sleight of hand here. This is
Yeah.
stealth.
18.
18. Okay. And let's see. We've got a 12 for Ink. Okay, so combined, she's sort of picking up a couple things here and there, and the rest of you know she's kind of doing that casually leaning lower, trying to hear more trick. But you do manage to get most of your back and forth in, and she hasn't picked up the full story. She didn't roll that well. Let's put it that way. Now we'll have to report it to constable and let him know that found something in the woods again. Teehee. Any information you have would be very valuable and helpful, so we can start looking into it all.
It was
And,
it was
his eyes dart over to
just
Prin every so often. Like,
one body, right? It was just one body, not just one. We just found one. We only left one body,
Only one,
right?
thought you said there were bodies
will
and
nudge Kura.
beetles.
Affirmative.
Fun.
yes,
Thank you,
yes,
Nipsey.
one.
Just one.
only
just
found-
one body.
One.
Okay. You know what I'm going to be asking for right now.
Exactly
A
one.
group of 5 people to say, there's only one
One body.
only one.
Excuse me, darlings.
I
Let's see how
rolled a
guilty,
an
like-
11.
Prin
In deception,
in
right?
this
Yeah.
moment.
Technically, that is the dang darn truth. We only left one.
Oh
body.
no.
All right, so I'm seeing it.
Kura's not much of a liar. Oh,
We
wow,
left
not
one
one.
body.
Oh no. Prin's like, yes. Oh no. I think
It
Prin
fits
just
the
looks
narrative.
guilty. Prin just looks guilty. Gets like, oh,
I rolled a nat one. That's great.
I'm getting roped into
Oh.
Oh,
this.
that is the worst set of rolls I have
Oh,
ever
I
seen.
love it when the dice
Right.
help tell the story.
Kura's kind of
adore
sweating.
it.
He's kind
Yeah.
of sweating like, I don't know, you kind of start smelling like something sweet in the air, like kind of like tree sap, and he's just sweating like,
Let's
Yes.
just for fun.
that's one.
Okay, yeah.
By one.
Yeah, well, and that's adding a couple extra things in there. So she kind of does the little like tooth suck thing, right? You aren't the first adventurers to come wandering through here and get worried that you hear constable, you're gonna get blamed for things. So how's about you be straight up with me and tell me really how many bodies did you find?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
we
there was
found-
2. We
there were
found
two.
2 bodies, and one of them, Prin over here reincarnated, is actually
You
standing
know,
right
we
outside of
like
the
it was
tavern.
it was already dead. The
It
body was already
We
dead.
didn't do it. We
And
didn't do it.
I needed help. I needed an assistant. Necromancy isn't evil.
It
Just
makes me
a bit
uncomfortable, I'll be
recycling.
honest. It kind of breaks the circle of life, but I chose to look away, and now I feel really guilty about it. I know I washed my hands of it.
Well,
and-
we're telling the truth. I bought our
Uh-huh.
drinks with some gold I found on them. I hope that's okay.
So you see her she puts the cloth down in full now. She's got both hands just resting on the table. And Nipsey, she looks over to the glass in front of you, just raises an eyebrow, grabs the tankard and takes a swig from it, smacks her lips, sets it down. Okay, it's gonna be one of those days then, yeah.
Yes. We
Well-
didn't want to bring my assistant in because we knew it would make a scene. So we discreetly
And look,
Decided.
clearly, he's been given a promotion because earlier he was just a dead body. Now he's an assistant.
That's some innovative thinking there. Yep. Look, you're not my first adventurers. I mean, heck, I went adventuring myself. I know some odd things can happen. So this will just, like I said, probably best to talk to the constable, let him know that, bodies were found, situation as it was. Whereabouts was it? Anyways.
It was in
You give like a
It was-
description.
Yeah,
the
hold on.
clearing yonder.
You would say it was further. It was like towards the northern part of the
North
forest coming
to-
down.
Of the forest coming down the path.
North of the forest coming down the path.
Yes, the boy.
Okay.
Do you know the son of the orchard owner?
Oh, Gabe.
Yes, he showed us. He showed us there.
Seaboard's
He said it was
Gabe's
really
son.
cool, and then sent us there.
Yeah, he
Which
said,
is-
yeah. That was kind of weird now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's been a little bit interesting, ever since he got,
Wait.
That's-
Wait.
No.
What?
Wait, what you mean by interest? I have a particular interest in interesting.
yes.
And they were
Well,
like, what? Is it because of the neglectful parents?
No, neglectful parents. What?
Wait,
No,
did we talk about
they're like, his parents neglectful? No, they're very kind and caring and they help the community out and
So-
they're,
Oh,
What's wrong
The
with
way
the
Gabe
kid?
described it made it seem there
No,
was trouble.
well, Gabe started out as like your normal adventurous little boy going out exploring and, one day found him out coming from the lifeless clearing one day and everyone's just kind of noticed he hasn't quite been right ever since.
Lifeless clearing. That seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
an unusual name.
It's just a part of Red Tower, outskirts type of thing. You'll find all sorts of things around here, quite frankly.
You got other places in Red Tower named with such poignant words?
Well, I mean, there's Conrad's house, owned by Conrad,
Right.
like that.
Interesting.
It's just
It's
that lifeless
ominous.
circle sounds like a consequence
Yes.
built
ominous.
into the name of the place.
Well,
You
I
know?
mean, it's not like it's a place that you'd want to go and hang out, though. You know how kids get around here. They like to go exploring and tease each other and dare each other and that type of thing, and that's just sort of their thing to do. Oh, I challenge you,
it-
go to Lifeless.
Is
How
that
do you
usual?
Hmm.
For
Is
somebody
what
just to
usual?
walk in and walk out different.
Well, when you go to Lifeless Clearing, normally no. They come back, they have their stories, they giggle, they'd like to tease each other if one of them got scared. Gabe just got a little bit more fascinated with things he wasn't interested in before, like dead bodies.
Any interesting stories that the children have said about this lifeless?
Ooh. Well, now that's a tale, I suppose. Could you give me either persuasion or performance
Okay.
for Prin?
Persuasion. Okay. They're the same. Good.
Okay. All right. So, with a 14,
Oh,
she
good.
kind of pauses a second. Well, it's one of those things where you hear stories, and it's not just the kids coming back with the stories. It's things like, well, supposedly it was supposed to be like this real magical place once upon a time. Cool things
Really?
that happened because of it. Yeah. Something about, might be a way to get around, but it's been inactive for quite a long time, to the point where it was considered lifeless and inactive.
Well,
and
sites of power retain that power until they're sometimes activated, sometimes centuries later. So
Power.
something might have
you say.
happened. Yes, ley lines intersect in such a way. Sometimes
Like
well, I mean,
strange effects.
strong power.
Yes.
I like power.
Hey, me too. All right. So
I
can
guess
you
power's okay.
lifeless? You say? Can we go to this here clearing? Is it owned by anybody? Anybody else have weird things happen to them when they come out this clearing?
well, not that I can think of most recently. Well, the kids were talking about how they saw someone jumping in and didn't go out through the other side of the arch type of thing. But I think they were just kind of teasing each other and getting wrapped up in the excitement of, it being dark and the moon was out and that type of thing.
Did people go in and not come back?
Yeah, they said they saw a shadow jump into the arch and then nothing came out the other side.
I want to go.
This is
Are
way
you
more
sure?
interesting than I
I feel
expected.
like
Yes.
we have a detour. We're gonna tell the governor or whoever he was about this body.
Yeah, we should
left.
do that.
Okay,
the
so
dead body. But first we might want to check this here powerful clearing out.
Yes, we can actually test. I can test see
Well-
if it actually is magic or these are just tall tales of some sort.
sure, but if you want to talk to the constable, he's right back there. And she points to the stern-looking fellow who was sitting in there when you first came in, who has actually been sitting there, arms crossed, eyebrow raised up, this stern look upon his face, looking at all five of you.
I didn't
and
do
Abby.
it.
But,
I mean,
well, we might have
we
did
found.
it.
We saw the. They were there.
We didn't.
Well, we didn't.
know.
We didn't do.
I
We
know
didn't
the
do
way
it
he's
to. We
staring.
didn't make them bodies. That's not.
She'll. Prin will look at Kuro and it's like, "Do I have? Should I go retrieve?"
We only cleaned.
I know. I
Hey.
just
Yeah.
feel really.
All right.
I don't know why I feel guilty
All right,
honestly.
it's
It's just
time
the way he's
to
staring at
buck
us.
up and own up.
All right, I'll be right back. I'll go get.
I always
And
own
then-
up when I kill people. It's just that this time we didn't.
No, we didn't, but we did find these bodies, and I
Yeah.
tip the side of my goat, and I ride across the space towards the constable. I don't walk anywhere.
Okay.
Not when you. Like,
Not when I
Yeah,
can ride a
when you
cave
have a
goat.
goat.
Prin is just gonna exit the bar and just go and retrieve this for her assistant.
Okay, so as Prin's going to get the assistant, we have Uki riding upon goat over to this fellow sitting in the corner. As you're trotting over, Uki, you see that he has taken out his pipe and he's tamping down the tobacco and he's putting his mouth and he's lighting it and he's watching you as you start coming over.
That is a rather intimidating look you've got. We come in peace. Simply to tell you we found 2 bodies brought to us by a child who found them first. We left a body. We retrieved the other one. Did we, Prin?
And in response, he kind of just draws on the pipe and just puffs out a couple exhales of smoke and takes the pipe out and looks at you even more suspiciously.
And we were attacked by weird bugs.
Their bodies
Did you-
burst open.
Or is it just okay? So Ink followed behind Uki.
Oh, yeah.
I'm following behind Ink, and I look like I'm trying to hide behind Ink, but I'm ridiculously taller, so it's not working like at all. He's gonna...
This don't add up. So you see this fellow. He kind of like he takes the pipe and he takes the mouthpiece and he's pointing to 1, 2, 3. Did Nipsey also follow Cicero?
No, Nipsey has sat back at the table. He is scanning the area for things to clean.
Oh, there's things to clean, sweetheart. You're in a tavern.
Oh,
There's like dust bunnies rolling around. There might be sort of like a tankard that was left on one of those little ledge pieces. So Nipsey could actually.
yeah. So Nipsey has he has drawn into his hip, has pulled out a pole like a sword, and at the end of that, what would appear to be a sword is a feather duster, and he is dusting things like a swordsman. And as
Nico Montoya with a
right, yes. And as he's doing so, he is saying, slash the villain. And he is doing his cleaning, pantomiming sword movements. Think Danielson and Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
That's what he's doing.
there. So then he'll also take the mouthpiece and it sort of follows where Nipsey is cleaning. So there's 4 of you.
He's with us.
Counting that one. Yeah, that's 4 of you.
Prin!
Prin.
That's 5 now.
We have a 6,
I mean,
though
I
technically
guess
not with our
technically
party.
6.
As reminded, we did not do it.
They're dead.
What? Yes.
So you're making a statement then? Is that what's going on here?
Yes.
We,
Because
you-
if this is a statement, we have to go to the town hall.
this is
Oh.
the truth. This is the truth. That's what we're giving you.
And not saying anything yet about accusations, but if I'm going to take official statements, we got to go to the town hall. It's right across the way.
Okay.
We kind of wanted to be somewhere. It's just
Ink. Oh, Ink. He looks over to you, Ink, and the pipe goes back into his mouth. Then he takes a deep draw, and he'll blow another big puff of smoke out, just sort of one side of his mouth. After I get your statement in the town hall.
okay.
You know, bureaucracy makes me nervous. Can we just give it to you now?
At the town hall. And
Maybe
I
we should
am
go to the town hall.
Constable Roach. Nice to meet you.
Come.
You are, and he looks to you, Uki.
Okay.
Uki. He looks to you, Kura.
Kurako. My friends call me Kura.
We've only just met, Kurako.
I know. Okay.
Unless you want to give me your aliases ahead of time.
I just wanted to let you know, just in case someone else called me Kura and you were confused as to why. It's because they're friends of mine. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now.
I'm familiar with how nicknames work, but thank you for the clarification. And the wee one. He looks down to the little mushroom folk standing nearby.
The name's James.
Try that again.
Nothing but the truth.
My name's Ink.
It's the little ones you have to watch out for. I'm learning.
Yeah.
So I have found in my
That's what I tell
experience.
Narlatip all the time.
The dust fighter. that?
Perry, swipe, and Mary. This designation is Nipsey.
Nipsey.
Yes, he projected so he could get his way all the way over there. So, you know.
Okay. Here's the deal. You're new in town. I get it. It's an interesting town. Town hall. We'll get some information. I may have some information for you too.
Oh. All right.
But we'll discuss it at the town hall. And so he pushes his chair back and you hear that audible draw of wood upon wood. That is so classic. And he kind of just shrugs himself into his clothes. It's not that he's taking anything out, but you can see he sort of like loosened things up and you see he's tightening everything back up. And he has the look of like a town constable. All right. He's got a uniform on. He's buttoning up the buttons, making sure everything's all set, dusts himself off, looks at his pipe and sighs a little bit, and he taps out the tobacco into his half-drunk ale. And without even really looking so much as to see if you're following, he's more just assuming you will. He starts walking towards the door in which you entered originally.
Mm-hmm. Can I
And
meet
he'll
them
watch the
before we?
I was going to say, probably about this time, as he's about to push the door open, Prin, you will see this gentleman who is sitting now standing in front of you.
Yes. Prin is just gonna look with her new little assistant.
Buddy.
To just look at him like just dead in the eyes and just say, I have merely reacquired this corpse. It was there before. I needed assistance for my academic work. I meant no disrespect nor legal interference. Necromancy is not evil. I merely repurposed the shell. The soul is fine. This is something that she's probably rehearsed and probably said many times.
He gives you this sort of like looks you up and down, like not in that creepy way, just sort of like surmising who you might be. Yeah, let's talk about this more at the town hall, and we definitely have many more to chat about. I might recommend that we leave this chap, maybe not in such an obvious area.
I mean,
You have a hat or something for him?
This can follow. She'll put like a cloak that she has on top of it.
Okay, so cloak up the body, the body buddy. So he'll walk you to the town hall, which is essentially.
We probably should, Mr. Constable, sir, Mr. We probably should get Gabe as well. Gabe, that the son of the orchard owner, they found the body and actually led us to this. I feel like if anyone could give a statement, he could.
You know what? Once we get to town hall, I'll have one of my deputies go and fetch the child from the orchard.
You know what, Sir Lord Constable? We really, we'll meet you there.
Just Constable Roach. We don't need.
Right.
That's
Constable
it.
Roach.
Constable is good. Constable Roach is good.
Right. At the town hall,
sir.
across the way.
This way.
We'll see you there.
No,
Be-
you're following me there now.
I
We'll-
turn
we'll be-
around. I turn around as if that he's not gonna be able to go. Is it just me, or is he a bit obsessed with this place called Town Hall?
I kind of want to see it. Maybe it has like.
I want to. Maybe I feel. I just. Anytime I'm like, hey, come back to my cave. Come on to my cave.
Okay,
Come back
are we
to
being
my cave.
are we
I
being
don't
arrested?
mean that person any good.
No,
Are-
Prin, we're gonna give a statement.
It sounds like we're going to jail.
We're going to
No.
jail. Wait,
Kura, you know, I told you that I'd
panicking.
never let you be taken to jail. That's the promise.
Uh,
We're not going to jail.
If you're arrested, go limp.
Okay.
You realize I can hear all of this?
We're just
wait.
we don't
Listen.
usually spend a lot of time around authority figures, Your Honor. So we're just
At
a
this
little
point,
bit
he's
skinny.
like
Majesty, we're not used to
pinching the
this.
bridge of his nose. Look, I just want to find out what these two bodies look like, what was going on, because there's something that's been happening. Perhaps I might be able to hire you for something.
oh
That
wait,
is, if you're interested in some coin.
Oh,
Oh, totally. We love coin.
yeah. Now we want to go to the town hall, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Town
I
hall,
want to
please.
go to the town. Now he takes the pipe out and he starts putting tobacco in it, and you can kind of tell he's like, you know what?
As long,
At this point,
as long as we're not going to jail.
Yeah, we're not going to jail, right?
well, the jail is in the town hall. I have no intention of putting you into the jail unless you irritate me more.
Ink is already grabbing Kuro's hand and like go heading in that general direction as soon as coins were mentioned.
Okay. All right. So he will. Everyone else just kind of move in the same direction, type of thing.
Yeah, I think before as we go like quietly, Prince can just say to Uki, it's like, you know, I can't enchant people, right? I don't know that kind of magic.
I'm going to be honest with you. I find this man rather intriguing. He seems obsessed with this location and swears up and down we ain't being arrested. I look forward to him proving me wrong. You know, last time I was in jail, Narla ate through the bars. Ain't no
Nipsey-
jail keeping Uki down.
As long as we're on the
Nipsey's
same page.
following behind everyone, and he has gone over to where Constable Roach was and has now swept up that area, and he stand at attention, stand at attention, stand at attention, and then he looks at the bar owner, and he doffs his cap, and he raises his eyebrow that's falling over on my face.
The joys of cosplay.
Right. This
Toodaloo.
This one was showing what he can do. And then he
You're
walks.
hired when you're ready. And Ariadna
That's my
Yorski, she
resume.
kind of just waves goodbye to you, and she just shakes her head. And as that door swings closed, when the constable lets go, and he starts to walk across the way. And just for the sake of time, you're led across, takes you to the town hall, and it's like any typical town hall. It's this almost U-shape to it, except it's more blocked off. So think of a rectangle with one side, one of the longer sides pulled away. So you've gone in and you've walked through, and it, you know, it smells of offices. It has like that woodwork, some pipe smoke, things like that that are familiar for, you know, public buildings type of situation. And he takes you into his office. On the way, he does stop and he leans over to a fellow who's sort of walking past him, and you see him murmuring something in the fellow's ear, and he sort of nods his head and runs off. And you kind of get the impression that this is probably the person who's going to go and fetch Gabe for you as well to corroborate your story. And he'll take you into his office, and then he realizes, he kind of turns and looks to all of you. Perhaps the conference room might be better. And he'll close his office door, which you see was just, it's a very lived in place for him. So he'll take you to a different room that's a little bit larger. There's a table in there where you all can have a seat. And he has grabbed off his desk quickly a book and follows you in. And he'll sit down at the head of one end of the table and open the book up. Okay. The gist of it. The basic, this is what happened. 1, just need one of you to please tell me what you saw, where you saw it, and we'll go from there. Any
So we're
volunteers?
walking down the trail, and a toad jumped onto the trail, and it kind of surprised all of us. But then Ink and I were kind of curious to see what the toad was about. So we got closer to the toad, and then the toad ran away and jumped into a bush, and it turned out the toad belonged to Gabe, who's the person I'm assuming you went off to send someone to get. And then Gabe had the toad in their pocket, and I think we eventually asked Gabe to get us a toad as well. So I think Gabe's going to be getting 2 of us toads. We can have matching toads, which I'm very excited about. But then he said that he saw something cool in some clearings, so we were like, cool. We weren't entirely sure what cool was. Actually, Nipsey didn't really understand the definition of cool, so we thought of showing Nipsey what this thing is would actually teach them the definition of cool. But when we went to the clearing, we found 2 dead bodies, which compared to the other things that we've heard referred to as cool isn't cool. So that kind of confused us, and also was a very bad example to show Nipsey for the first time. So Nipsey, by the way, you probably shouldn't consider that cool. We will find another like standard for that. But yeah, we found 2 bodies and some vultures eating them, which was, the circle of life. I appreciate that. You have to eat. But then the vultures had kind of caught at us, and then everyone attacked them. I wasn't really entirely sure why. We were the ones that kind of interrupting their meal. But then after we dealt with in the middle of, I guess, suppose battle with the vultures, we knocked them out. We didn't kill them, of course, because we wouldn't want to do that. Beetles, a lot of beetles, really, an incredible amount of beetles started crawling out of the dead bodies, way more than was normal or should be able to fit in there. But we managed I knocked some of them out. Yuki ate some.
Circle
Nipsey
life,
swept
right?
some away. But we managed to chase the rest of them away, and then we saw there were 2 bodies. Prin animated one of them. Again,
no,
I didn't want to look at it because
magic. It's not that kind of magic.
Yeah, right. Kind of ruins the circle of life in my opinion. So I washed my hands of it, and Nipsey gave me hand sanitizer so I can literally do that.
This is not technically alive, just to remind you.
Yes, I suppose, but you always
it's magically reanimating matter. That's I'm not putting the soul back into it.
Okay.
Have to be specific.
That was a really good recap.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. That was really good.
Coming through the woods, Gabe intercepted you. Gabe convinced you to follow him to a clearing, which you found 2 bodies. Yeah. Upon the 2 bodies was a vulture on each of them.
Right.
And while you decided to disengage the vultures, beetles came out of the bodies.
Yes, the bodies exploded.
Okay. Great.
It was cool.
Yes. New word we learned from Gabe. It qualified as cool.
Okay. Pretty straightforward story for around here. We just need young Master Gabe to come in here and verify.
He's got a title?
Can you... Well, you seem to be giving them out so generously. I thought this was something your circle does.
That's not what...
Considering I was Lord and Highness.
I thought she was Captain Constable.
I thought your Majesty Constable. Okay, sorry.
It's
Your
just
Honor.
Constable Road.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor is someone else entirely who you might need if you keep this up. So do me a favor. I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
Do you remember what the bodies look like?
Just point.
Is that
One looked like that.
The other one.
Pre
the one
or-
body that was left.
yeah, pre or post Beatles?
Preferably.
I fall off the goat dead on the ground. I play dead. And I try to hit the same position as the body.
He
Wow, that's
leans
really
back
fun.
and like puffs on his pipe a little bit more and just shakes his head. So that's not an answer there. He turns himself to you, Nipsey.
The bodies were approximately 37 kilograms by 17 kilograms with liquid. Each beetle weighed 1.2 grams. There were 787,000 of them. It seems impossible for that many beetles to have been inside one body. But we were there. to witness it. The bodies looked grotesque after they opened. They were deformed before they were busted open.
Was one by any chance of a more halfling stature, and was one a woman? And he looks over to the one behind you, Prin. Was any of them a woman? Was the other one a woman?
What was one of them?
I don't
No, it was
remember.
two dudes.
No,
It was-
it was two dudes. definitely
And-
two dudes.
The other dude body wasn't a halfling, was it?
Yeah,
Was
I think.
not,
Yeah.
though it was halved afterwards.
Okay.
No, all right, it's okay.
So, yes, strange things are happening.
Why
Strange things
those
tend to
two?
happen around here? Because we've had a couple reports come in over the past few days of missing persons. I hear there are 2 dead bodies. I naturally am going to be concerned. It might be connected to these 2, well, technically 3 missing people.
If I remember correctly, we procured some gold from their pockets, and we're pretty sure they was here doing some trading, dealings, and whatnots. So they seem to be citizens.
Citizens, maybe other adventurers, that wouldn't be surprising. It's not uncommon to have people go in and out of Red Tower because of the appeal of going to the Citadel, seeing what they can find, what glory they can gain. We also do have some trade here. So it's quite possible, yes, they were traders. They were interacting either with the brewery or with the lumber yard or something along those lines. Even the tannery is a possibility. However, I'm still missing these individuals who are reported.
So there's a halfling and a lady missing.
Yes, actually, and I do have some names, and I'm hoping that perhaps, since you seem so eager to find out what's going on around here, and you have some energy about it, perhaps we can work on a deal together. You help me find these individuals. You bring them back alive, as uninjured as possible. And Uki, for some reason, his eyes fall on you for some unknown reason. There will be
Narla.
payment in return.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
What if they're not alive?
Hey, that's a
And
good question.
before we arrive, obviously, we're going to do what we can to protect them. But what if it's too late? Do we not get compensated? I feel like we should
You
still
will
get
still
some
get
level of
compensated.
compensation.
You will get compensated, provided you can come back, if at all possible, with the bodies and information.
Right.
That will also count.
Did anybody check the I forget what it's called, the unalived circle, the circle of no
The
living?
lifeless-
The lifeless
The
clearing.
lifeless, yeah, the
The
lifeless.
lifeless
Lifeless
clearing.
Like,
There, that's the
Lifeless
one. Did
clearing.
anybody check that?
Yeah.
The kids are there all the time, in and out, goofing around.
Well,
At least
Well,
during the day.
apparently the kids like dead bodies around here.
yeah,
So
what's
maybe
that about?
This is the first I'm hearing of kids liking dead bodies, but again, we'll wait for Gabe to get here.
Yeah, Lord
Look, the
Gabe.
deal is, I'm looking for some individuals.
Mm,
If you're looking for some coin and you're ready for some exploration and adventure, he says with a sardonic sort of tone to his voice, perhaps we can work together on this. I'm happy to give you more information if you're willing to take this on. Let's say 200 per person. Gold pieces.
Currently go to Ink and just go like,
it is a
Is that a lot?
halfling, so
You want me to make it 100?
no, I don't. I want to assure that we're getting 200 for the half. Link.
200 per person.
that's fine. We'll take it. Yeah.
You said we get
Clarification.
paid. Yes.
Yes.
Either way, if we don't come back with them bodies, based on your contract here, we don't get any gold.
If you come back with information, you do.
Oh, okay. Oh, but we
Clarification.
could just bring. I don't know. We could just bring the bodies back.
Constable Roach has said 200 per person. Is that per person returned? Is it per person in party? Does that include non-persons asking for a non-person?
The 200 applies to, and he flips open a section of his book, the person of Ichabod T. Strainer, the person of Dugan LeVay, and the person of the Red Heart. You bring these individuals back, you get that amount for them.
Since I'm over here taking notes, can I get them names again?
He puts down his pipe and he's rubbing the bridge of his nose again. Ichabod T. Strainer.
Right, T. Strainer.
Halfling.
Yep.
Likes to be out in the woods, collects things. He was staying at the inn. He went out to go exploring, hasn't been back for a few days. Addie got concerned, reported it.
All right.
And you have Dugan LeVay.
Dugan.
Yes.
They. Okay.
She was supposed to arrive
Oh, that's the lady.
to do some trade. However, never showed, which is not like her. And she also travels with, some call him a bodyguard, some say a partner in the business called the Red Heart. H-A-R-T, if you're being technical there.
I see. Very,
Or
very clever.
Uki.
I like that name.
Very clever.
Kuro, you should consider putting an article before your name. I think it adds a lot of. There's some fear there.
Could that be Constable Kuroka?
You could be deputy.
Deputy?
I
That
could
doesn't
make you
sound as
honorable
cool.
deputies if this is what it's going to take to make.
Wow.
This-
Honorable, you say?
Yes. You
Does
seem to
he
like
have a
that word
badge? I have a
before.
question. Does he have a badge?
Does he have
you
a
Does
need a
the
badge?
constable have a badge?
He does. Yeah, he has like a little emblem. It's
Okay,
like a little.
Kuroka's gonna just
It looks like the red tower in town, not to be confused with the Citadel.
Oh.
Right.
It's just like this
Okay.
little metal red tower pinned on his side of his lapel. As
Yeah,
bigger.
Kuroka's gonna point at like poke the badge and did we get one of those?
I think so.
All right.
I would
I'll
like
speak to
one of
Agnika
those.
about it.
Yes. Okay.
What kind of
How about this?
power comes with being a honorable deputy?
Well, provided you come back with either information, the people alive, you will then get the title. Let's call this your test run.
Cool.
Deputy Kuroka. I
You're
like the
being
sound.
hazed.
No,
Hey-
it's
hazed?
not hazing.
I've been hazed
it is
before. This is
proving your
easy.
abilities.
I was hazed by Derros.
You see him kind of startle at that one, Uki. Keep that one in mind. And he actually makes note of that.
Hazed by Derros.
And as you're basically nitpicking,
Negotiating.
Basically.
I think
Negotiating.
that's where we are at this point.
Yeah.
With the constable, you hear a rap at the door. Enter, and you see the door swing open, and first you see this tuft of blonde hair chaotically strewn all over the place. Excuse me, constable. I was told you wanted to see me. And then these large green eyes peek. So you see about this much of the face.
Oh, it's
Oh, you found my friends. And Gabe comes in and he closes the door behind him and he just sort of flops himself into the nearest chair. And he does like this little swivel move. Even though the chair doesn't swivel, it's more he's like scooting his tush back and
Oh.
forth on the seat. This chair's, it's not wobbly like it used to be. You fixed it. That's a shame. What's going on? And the constable just sort of looks to him, looks to you. Gabe.
Kid, you want to tell the constable about what cool stuff you liked showing people?
Sure. Let me also thank Kobold Moneybaggies who just tipped $50.
Yes, thank
to
you,
the
Kobold
stream,
Moneybaggies.
which means you're gonna get some advantage.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
Get some Kobold hype
Oh.
in chat. There's a little Swobold arm for you. Go
Yeah,
for it.
I can totally vouch for them. They I bumped into them in the forest because I lost my toad for a little bit. Well, actually, it's not. No, I shouldn't say a frog. That's actually not. Toads and frogs are very. Anyways, I found them walking through the forest, and I thought I'd show them my cool discovery. It was really cool. We decided it was cool. So they came, and there are these dead bodies, and I was going to tell you about it, Constable, but they were just really cool looking, and I wanted a chance to see them first, but I guess, wait a minute. And he stops for a moment, and he goes, oh, yeah, that's right. See, one of them came along for the walk. See? And he starts laughing a little bit. But the other one's still in the clearing. Well, not the clearing, a clearing. I can show you where it is if that helps. And the constable is looking from Gabe to the lot of you and back to Gabe. Yeah, story confirmed. Look, if you're willing to help me figure out where these 3 individuals have gone, if you can bring them back, preferably alive, or if you have information that will help us figure out what happened to them, then we can take it from there. You will be compensated, as we discussed.
You will be compensated and be made deputies.
Yes.
Well, that sounds like a pretty doggone good deal. We've taken deals for less, y'all.
Excellent.
That's definitely true.
Then how about I catch you up on a few of the things that I have heard that
No, we
might
must
help
go.
you.
You've heard
You're going to
things.
start.
Like what? So
We've had a couple of bits of information over the past couple of days, which might be helpful for you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
yeah, we're here for that. Okay.
Okay.
Can I do something? I'm gonna just now that it's Prince just been alerted to like the field and that Gabe has been to the field. She's gonna just cast her arcane eye on him.
Okay.
Is there any lingering magic? I'm casting tech magic in.
Oh, no.
Okay. She was looking if there's any lingering,
You're just a
like
weird kid.
if there's a
He's
if it's a
just-
curse. Look, it's like the field.
No.
Okay.
Oh, are you looking at Gabe or are you looking at the constable?
Oh, Gabe.
Oh, Gabe. Oh, with Gabe, there's a little bit of tinge of something left onto him. It's not a curse. It's nothing that's necessarily damaging.
But magic. Okay.
But there's some sort of magic, yes, that's sort of swirling left upon him. Not enough for you to actually target and be sure of what's happening or what had happened when he might have been around.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a little bit of magic-y quality left.
Hmm.
You know, like a faint perfume left in the air.
Right. Okay, so you said they were staying at the hotel?
Ichabod was staying at the
was-
hotel. Granted, Addie would probably love hearing that. It's a tavern and the inn. Yes, he was staying at the inn, the Cage,
All right.
but he went missing.
And him and this here lady, what was her name? I took notes.
Ms. LeVay.
Miss LeVay. Right. Dugan LeVay.
Correct.
They was working together?
No, 2 separate issues.
Interesting.
She was supposed to come to town.
People go missing a lot around these parts.
It can happen, yes. That's why we're trying to figure out what's going on.
All right.
How prevalent are these stories about there being unusual going-ons about the lifeless clearing?
About the lifeless clearing.
Yes. And
It's,
specifics about people going there and disappearing.
I mean, I get the silly stories of children who have dared each other, the lore of locals. Look, I'm not a man who deals in the mystique and the mystery of magic. I just know stories.
Because that might be part of the problem. If there is something definitely magic here, the boy has hints of it on him.
Where? And he starts looking at his clothes and stuff. I got magic? That's really cool.
Residue everywhere.
Hey, Gabe, you go to that
Huh?
clear. You go to that clearing often.
You gonna tell my mom if I tell you the true story?
No.
No, we would never do that.
I mean,
I
if
like
she
to
asked,
go there. Yeah, it's not like there's a lot there to see, but that old arch is really kind of cool looking.
You ain't
Oh,
jumped through that
arch.
arch, have you?
Touched it. But nothing happened. It was during the day. Though some of the others try and dare each other to go at night to go up to the arch and either stay there the whole night and not let the boogeyman get you or things like that.
But you don't do that. You just go because you like it.
Yeah, because it's neat looking.
Have you ever seen the boogeyman?
Not during the day.
Have you ever seen it at night?
You can give an insight check, Ink, as you're starting to question Gabe a little bit more.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Oh!
Yes.
Hey!
oh yeah,
Now that's a beauty twice
It
around.
was.
Yeah.
So, Ink, you're kind of getting the sense that, because you see that Gabe keeps looking over to the constable, he's kind of torn. You can tell he'd probably be more likely to confide to you more of the story, but because the constable's sitting there, he knows constable means he might tell his parents, which means he's going to get in trouble just like any kid would get into.
Right.
You know what? We're asking too many questions. I think we've got a good lead. We got some good information. And I think we know we got to start at the arch. So I don't know. Why don't we get to work? Put our feet to the ground, our knives to our bootstraps. I don't know. We got stuff to do.
Okay. That's fine by me.
Put our
and he'll-
feathers to our dust.
Sure.
Yeah, so you get
see
it.
him. You see the constable. Basically, as you've been talking to Gabe, he's written some things down and he hands you a scroll. This has the information I was able to gather over the past couple days with what's been going on. The arch,
Cody's gonna take that.
the lifeless clearing, perhaps may have something to do with it. There's also murmurings of more activity back at the Scarlet Citadel, kicking back up into gear again. So that is another place you may want to investigate beyond its tales of glory gained for adventurers. There may be more to it.
Right.
I leave it up to you as to which way you choose to go first. But this has their names. This has locations where they were last seen.
Wonderful.
And that's about as good as I can do for you. Young Gabe. Yeah. I will let your parents know you'll be home for dinner. Okay, that's in an hour and a half. So we gotta go, bye. And Gabe jumps up out of his seat and he starts going towards the door and he's opening the door. I'll talk to you later, constable. And the constable just sort of leans back and he's basically at this point fighting a migraine.
Good. Great. Excellent.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, exactly. Good. That's our cue, Uranus. We'll see you when we get back, Captain Constable.
Yes.
Goodbye, Mr. Sadu, Constable.
If you need more information, talk to Addie. He kind of ushers
Just like
you all out
salutes
of that
and
room.
moves.
It's like, what have
And
I done?
he's like, it's just that's pretty much. He's kind of like, God, I hope this works out. And he's ushering you out of the room, and he shuts the door behind you.
Constable, can I
And-
take the vessel with me?
He looks between you, and he points like,
She's pointing at the corpse.
if it proves to be of service, yes, take the vessel.
Good.
Oh,
And go ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
As we're running out, I want to like hop out the door and it's like, hey kid.
Oh,
So how about those toads?
and he'll look behind him to see and make sure that the door has been closed and the constable's not still with all of you. And once he sees that everyone's kind of out, you see him. He goes to the side door. He like motions you all, like, "Come on, come here."
Yeah, Kuro
so you
definitely is
follow him.
excited. So follow.
Okay, so, well, I mean, I can get the toads for you. That's not a problem. But they really aren't out during the light of day or like, you know, bright daylight. Like they like prefer dusk and dawn type of things, you know, because then it's not so sunny and things like that. And they're harder to see for the birds who fly around and like to pick them up and stuff, you
Okay.
know. So I don't have to.
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
Okay,
No,
okay.
no, it's good.
Wrap it
Yeah.
up. Just
Yeah.
reel it
Wrap
in.
it.
Oh, I can't believe I
Oh, this
say
is like
this.
this is like when I taught you about cool. Okay.
Yeah, you taught us about
Yeah.
cool. And that was pretty
Cool.
It was.
cool. It
yeah.
was.
It was interesting.
Um,
So,
Have you seen the Boogeyman?
the boogeyman. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so here's the thing, and you really can't tell my parents because mom would be just like really like sad.
We
and
have not
upset. I
met
don't
yeah,
want-
look,
parents.
I
We
don't
don't
do
even know your
parental units,
parents.
so
parents who?
Let's all do persuasion or performance.
oh, I mean it, but okay.
Okay. There's not a sincerity check.
14. I mean it.
Okay.
I don't do parental units.
Okay. Okay.
Urka's
Okay.
like, I don't know. We really should tell your
That's-
parents.
that's-
I don't know.
All right, so for a second there's this pause, and Gabe just looks, okay, so here's the thing. I did go to the Lifeless Clearing when I really shouldn't have gone to the Lifeless Clearing, but okay, so it was at night. I don't know if what I saw was what I saw because it was kind of like, you know, dark and spooky. And don't tell the others, but I was like a little bit scared too. But yeah, there was like this kind of, and he tries to position himself as sort of like hunched over and stooped, kind of this form. And quickly saw this form like do something. I don't know what, because I saw it like from their back, but like their arms were waving around. And then the arch kind of did this fuzzy, blurry thing. You know, like when the fog rolls out in the morning? Kind of like
Yeah.
that, but just in the arch, like nowhere else. Just there. That's it. And
Yes.
then, you know, this figure, it jumped in. And then the fog and the figure went away, and there was no one there. Like they were just.
Can I roll
gone.
an Arcana check to see
Yeah,
if
I
I
was gonna
know what he's all about? What this is all about?
Sure.
This portal. This.
Sure.
I rolled a 6. I do not. I don't even use doors.
you know nothing.
Well, that sounds like a bunch of hootenanny to me.
It sounds curious to you, Uki.
Yeah, well,
Anyone else care to do an Arcana or
yeah.
history check even?
as interesting
Okay.
as that sounds, kid, I don't sound like nothing I know about.
Okay. So Prin, you got a 17 on your Arcana.
Pretty good.
Anyone else jumping in?
I don't think it makes sense.
Not
to
me.
know anything
So-
about this.
Nipsey's terrible. Oh, wait a minute. Oh,
Whoa! A 20!
Oh.
A nat 20!
Nice.
yeah, nat 20.
Sweet. Okay. So for Prin and Nipsey, for both of you, what Gabe is describing, I shouldn't have looked at the chat. That's a different stream. That's a different stream. on
yeah,
this.
different stream.
Anyways, we'll talk about that at the end of the show. So for Prin and for Nipsey, this is extremely reminiscent of what you have heard some people describe when shadow roads appear in Midgard. A very similar description of an opening and access point. Though normally you would see a little bit more. In this case, the child probably maybe was too far away to see the full details of what was happening, but it does have undertones of this quite possibly being a shadow road access point.
Oh.
So I'm not in trouble, am I?
No. No, you're very lucky.
I am? Cool.
Because I think Prince's gonna get close, just look him right in the eyes, and just say, I'm gonna say something very important, and you need to follow.
You? Like follow you?
No. Listen to what I have to say.
Okay.
You never, ever go back to that field.
No. Ever?
Never.
What happens if I do, though?
You won't come back.
Okay. I won't.
But you are a brave child for going there in the first place, but do not return there.
Yeah, you might want to also do something about your friends going there too. Like maybe start a rumor they shouldn't be in this here clearing.
I mean, they
Yes.
like to listen to me, so I could probably just tell them, this is like not the thing to do anymore. And they'll probably listen. I think I could get them to listen. I might have to get some more, I don't know,
Oats?
toads for, get like toads and maybe some crickets too. That might be fun.
If I was a kid, which I ain't been for a long time, and
You were a kid?
I was till I was fed to a goat. I came out the other side an adult. Listen, I'm just saying, if I was a kid being drawn to a dangerous location where scary things is taking place, that's why I'm drawn to it, right? Because I want to find out what scary things is happening. So maybe we need to make up a scarier place so they stop coming here. Like this got to become the not cool place. We need to make something else cool.
Well, I mean, you've got the Red Tower in town. That's not doing anything right now.
Yes, climb the red tower on the outside.
Sorry, this is the mom and me laughing.
Nope.
Okay, I thought that was a good.
I'm
Okay.
basically just saying, when
that?
somebody tells me not to do something, you best darn tootin' believe I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So
Climb the outside.
So we need to
Climb the
tell
outside.
them that what's the uncoolest thing you know, Gabe?
The uncoolest thing? Like,
Yeah.
don't want to do? Helping
Yeah.
my dad in the orchard.
You need to let all your friends know that moving forward, the only thing that takes place in that there clearing is helping your daddy. It's just raking leaves and mowing lawns and what else do normal citizens do?
hoeing.
You need to pick the apples and put them in the
Hoeing,
bowls
yeah.
and take some of them over to the
picking
brewery
up
so that
apples.
Okay.
Washing your hands.
Wait, this
brushing your
sounds
teeth.
amazing.
All these
Carry books.
These
Cleaning
carrying
behind
books,
the
doing your
clearing.
homework. These are the only things in the lifeless clearing.
Are you telling me that my mom's actually cool then? Because she says all that stuff.
I think you have some
Yes.
unaddressed issues with your parents.
No, my parents are really good. Actually, my mom made pie. I want some of her. I'm going to go home now and get some apple pie.
Could you maybe give us a point us in the direction of that there uncool clearing?
Boring
No,
clearing.
it's called the lifeless clearing.
It's
It's
now
not the
called
uncool.
the Field of Chores.
The field of chores.
Really? Yes.
If you go there.
Don't you sister.
Rumor has it you can
Yes,
hear
it
the
is the
sweeping
field
of
of
Nipsey.
chores. Yeah. If you go there, the only thing that meets you is a to-do list.
Okay, well, if you follow me to the orchard area, I can point you in the direction you'll need to go.
Oh, cool. We wanted to see the orchard anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
it sounds like a great place. Like, honestly, I feel like it reminds us of home.
Okay, well,
I think it will.
You see the trees over there? And he
Yep.
points to, you see a fence line, and there's like a little thatch roof behind the fence line. And then you see trees in order beyond the fence line. It's where the orchard is. So you're actually not that far away from it. It's on the backside of the town hall, essentially. You just cross over this open stretch of lawn,
Oh.
open field, and you'll get there. So he will lead you to the orchard area. And at this point, it's probably, getting into later portion of the day. You had an earlier lunch. You've had this conversation with the constable. You've chatted with Gabe. So you're looking at probably like, if you want an actual comparison, like about 3-ish in the afternoon type of time. So he'll lead you there, and he kind of just waves his arms, and you see it's hedged in, but it's rows of apple trees. There are lovely apples growing on the trees. Some have fallen to the ground. You hear birds singing around. It's actually quite lovely and peaceful and cheerful. So, yeah. This is the orchard.
Why are they arranged like that?
It makes it easier to go by the rows and pick them.
Symmetry.
It's for maintenance. And that too.
That's math.
Symmetry. Right? It's symmetry or something like that. I don't know. It's
I don't know.
that word.
Well, it's very nice
so-
here.
Thank you. I like it a lot. If you stand right here, and he stands in the middle of the orchard basically, and then he points his arm towards, hold on, because I forgot they changed, towards the northwest corner. The map is on it's a
on an
topsy-turned
angle,
map.
yeah.
So I'm trying to
that's
readjust what I'm used to. Plays with the brain a little bit when you're like, well, north's supposed to be the top part. So he points in the direction of the far corner. If you follow directly from that corner and just walk through the woods, it's going to take you to the lifeless clearing.
Thanks.
Yeah, that's no problem. I don't know if you'd want to go now or if you're going to wait till later, but that's where it is. But you told me not to go there, so I'm not going to go there.
You should
Nice.
go get some of that pie.
Okay, I can do that. Y'all want pie?
Ooh.
And we won't tell anything
After.
to your parents. We gotta go do our chores
Okay.
in the clearing of
That's
chores.
right. We got.
So
Good work.
Okay, I'll go
Wait, are
and
we
get...
doing actual Okay.
Yes, we are doing chores.
Gabe kind of does like that hopping from one foot to the other, not quite sure if he should stay or leave. And then the decision just suddenly pops into his head, and he goes, I'll have Ma pop another pie into the oven, and I'll have that ready for you for later then.
Yeah.
Bye!
Post chore pie.
Okay. And he'll wave goodbye, and you see him go to that little house that was against the fence line that you saw from the other side, from the town hall side of things. And it's just a lovely little cottage thatch roof type of situation. He goes into the door, and you can see there's chimney smoke, and there's a lovely little garden bed. There's even like window boxes with some lovely geraniums filling out on the top. It's this lovely little home. Well cared for, well tended.
Yuki goes, yeah, I know, Narla. I can't have kids after that one neither. It's like-
Should I have scared him more?
No,
I never
think
know what's
he's
going
just he's kind of weird. I like it.
yeah, I think he's pretty good as far as kids go.
So, if this place gets weird after dark, maybe we should stake it out. Y'all want to do a proper stakeout?
Absolutely. It's gonna be
been a
dark
long
soon.
time.
Right?
Yes.
We
Sooner
could,
the better.
we could just go and frolic through the clearing until we find a good place to
I'd like
hide.
to see Oogie frolic.
I'm gonna do it on
Frolic's
go
on the
back.
goat.
Frolicking.
Plus, whatever you said, he had an aura around him, like an essence.
Yeah, a little bit of a kind of residue from it. Might not have directly affected the child, but
But
he was
residue.
around it enough.
means it was pretty powerful if it didn't touch him directly.
Yes. I'm wondering if this arch is maybe where our 2 missing people went.
Oh,
Finn.
you think? Oh, that's why. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. And I'm gonna open the scroll up and look at the last places that the people that we're looking for were seen.
Okay.
Yeah, weren't they like one was
Hotel.
in the tavern?
One was at the
Yeah, the
inn.
tavern.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Yep.
and
Yep, the
and
cage.
then the
It's called
other
the
one
cage.
was and the other one was in the forest.
The other one was scheduled to arrive to do some business with the traders in town. So
Oh.
most likely at the tannery, at the why am I blanking on words?
Do we
The
know if they
place
actually
where you get
arrived?
the logs. They did not. That's why
Hmm.
people were concerned because
Oh, 'cause they
normally
didn't come do business.
Right.
normally
Two-
she will come and do
two
business
didn't
with the
come
Red
to
Heart.
see
Yeah. But that was not the case this time, which isn't really like her normal routine. Especially since she does have this bodyguard, the Red Heart. Normally, like she's able to travel and shows up when she's supposed to. For her to not show up and do the trade as agreed upon, that's why they were
Well,
concerned.
I gotta be honest with all y'all, cause I'm always honest, even to a fault. That's not true. That's actually not true at all. I think we should check out this here gate. I like power.
Yeah.
And it seems real powerful. And whoever the figure was doing, and I try to recreate the motion the kid was like talking about and the magic and the ritual or whatever they were trying to cast, might just learn something. Plus, you never know when a random door goes to.
Right.
Yes.
And Prin will probably be able to sense something there.
Yes, if there's anything there, I should be able to figure out what it is. Also, the fact that it might be important because why else would we have been visited here and given this? And she'll point to her bracelet. We should still
Yeah.
be careful.
We never really talked about that. How did they know about?
So,
Us?
Ink and Kura, I'd like you to each give me either an Arcana or a History check,
Okay.
since you're both Margravian.
History. They're both not great. Oh, okay, no, I rolled pretty well.
Just a heads up, everybody.
15.
My computer's having problems. If you can hear me.
Oh, so we
Okay,
can hear you.
Okay, so for Ink and for Kura, you would actually have heard of Mama Rihanna. She is a well-known healing woman in the Margrave Forest. She travels around. Normally, she'll hang out at various taverns along the Northern Way. You would have known of her name at least, and that she is a woman of significant power and notoriety, depending on where, especially in Eastern Margrave. She was recently involved with another troop of adventurers. So you would have known her for that. So that would have at least been something for you to lock onto.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
So, did we get a good look at the thing that Mama Rihanna gave us?
You give
It's
it
right
specifically
here.
to Prin.
It's right here.
Oh, was that? I think I remember her saying
It is
we
a
can
gift.
summon.
Yes.
Had you met her before?
No. I've heard stories. But the proximity to Baba Yaga, it intrigues me. And the fact that we have her attention, it's exciting.
Do you feel good about that?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Cause she
Well, I
Baba
don't-
Yaga.
Yes, you hear stories, but tales. Powers like that are beyond good and evil.
I don't know. It's just a little bit outside of what we're used to.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
we had heard of her, but it never occurred to us that we might actually see her. And definitely not that she'd know about us.
Yes, well, it's something you should get used to because once her attention is on you, you either succeed or you don't.
That is how
That's
Not
success works.
encouraging.
Oh, it's wonderful. That means there's something of importance, and you wanted to do something. It might also be deep ancient magic. No, I mean you like that.
Hold your cave goat right there. You're talking about like magics.
Yes.
With a K.
K and capitalized.
And this Baba Yaga, she got friends in high places.
Yes.
Like friends that might have access to the void.
She might have access to the void herself, so.
I might be falling in love with her already. How do we speak to this here Baba Yaga?
I would not. We could do it now, but we should at least do something of worth before we barge in.
I get
Yeah, Yuki, hold your grave goats, cave goat. Hold your goat. There. Sorry,
I thought it was get your goat. All right, I'll hold it. Shh, Narla. It's all right. I know I got
Narla's
excited
looking a
too.
little.
I got excited. Shh.
No.
All right. We don't have to go to
Wait,
the void
does Narla
yet.
have a vision?
Is Narla a fainting goat?
Damn it, not again. I told y'all she's sensitive.
Should I pick her up again?
Now we're gonna have to wait till her limbs come out of, frozen stasis.
Mortis.
Yeah, rigor mortis. She's got
Should we have the help my assistant just like lightly carry?
I imagine. I don't know if y'all watch SpongeBob, but I imagine it's like saying evil in front of Mermaid Man. When you talk about the void in front of Narla, it's like.
We got excited about the point. No, poor.
Well, we know I can't walk it, so.
I can carry you, and our friend can carry Nala.
Oh, Narla. All right. So
was gonna
we're
pick
just
up Yuki.
before we go see Baba Yaga, we gotta check this here
Yeah, let's start
We have to
with
prove
the
that we're
circle
worthy.
of disappearing doom, and then we'll move on to Baba Yaga. It's fine.
Prin, you would have recalled from your conversation from Mama Rihanna that Baba Yaga is not one who will show up. It will be Mama Rihanna who shows up, or he will be brought to her.
Yes.
So the bracelet is not a direct link to Baba
Yeah.
Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yuki don't know that.
Right. I'm just saying, making sure that Prin is remembering.
Prin assumes that she can get like
Baba.
just yeah. It's that Mariana is like a middle person for that thing, and
Yes.
just
Yeah,
If
she's
we
the consigliere. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
say it tonight. I'm Italian. That's not good.
Consigliere.
Consigliere. There we go. Ugh. Someday the words come out. Some days they don't. Anyways, so you have your undead servant. I think we're going to start calling this thing.
Everything needs a name.
my assist. Yeah.
I love that. We just call it the assistant.
The assistant?
The assistant.
I'm okay calling it the assistant. Do we want to give the assistant?
Get his own spin-off sitcom.
Stat block or anything like that?
It's a ghoul, I think. I think it's technically
Yeah,
just a
it
ghoul.
comes back
Yeah.
as a
Okay.
ghoul.
I was gonna say, so it works as a ghoul then. Okay, so we can always get a sheet in there for a ghoul going into roll 20 for
Yeah,
you.
I got you.
All right, so I like this. The assistant will pick up Narla, and
I have Yuki on my shoulders.
Uki's on Kura's shoulders, and you're all right now going to venture to the lifeless clearing, or did you want to go back to the inn at all and talk, or go anywhere else in town? I'm just trying to figure out where you're going.
You want to do a stakeout?
I want to go
right? We're doing a
straight to
stakeout of
the
Life is
Yeah.
clearing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're chaos.